What's up, Alpha? It's your boy Alpha's out, mate. And today, I want to start off this video by saying RIP to Natalie McNally. This incident was horrible. And I've seen so many fake things on the internet. This might be one of the most heinous fake stream YouTube video stream acts I've ever seen. If y'all don't know, YouTuber Stephen McCullagh has been found guilty of ending the life of his pregnant girlfriend while using a pre-recorded GTA stream as an alibi. In December 2022, the YouTuber Stephen McCullagh went live on YouTube to play GTA. At the same time, his girlfriend, 32-year-old Natalie McNally, life was ended at her home in Lurgan, Northern Ireland. The stream, however, was a part of a ruse. During the broadcast, McCullagh told his viewers that he couldn't interact with them due to a technical issue. In December 2022, the YouTuber Steve McCullagh went live on YouTube to play GTA. At the same time, his girlfriend, 32-year-old Natalie McNally, life was ended at her home in Lurgan, Northern Ireland. The stream, however, was a part of a ruse. During the broadcast, McCullagh told his viewers that he couldn't interact with them due to a technical issue, but cyber experts later determined that the GTA stream was pre-recorded, something McCullagh reportedly admitted in a written statement to police. He was later found guilty in 2 hours in a court in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Like I said, RIP, these stories are heinous. I just want to bring awareness to it, that these actions are happening. And we had a story a few years ago in which a man basically ended the life of his wife on a dare or something like that. And I don't know much about this story, so we're going to go look into the news and look more into it to get more of a thought process and let us know your thoughts on it. But this is a heinous act, and I want to shout out to RT News for giving us a little more information on it. So let's go watch and react.
Natalie McNally has been found guilty of her murder in County Armagh a week before Christmas in 2022.
Week before Christmas. Man, prayers out to their family, man. That's tough.
36-year-old Stephen McCullagh of Woodland Gardens in Lisburn will now serve a mandatory life sentence.
As he should.
Natalie McNally's parents and 3 brothers were in Belfast Crown Court for the verdict, as they had been for the 18 days of the trial. The 32-year-old was beaten, strangled and stabbed to death in her home in Lurgan on the 18th of December 2022. She was 15 weeks pregnant with her boyfriend Stephen McCullagh's child.
15 weeks pregnant. On earth will possess you to do it to a person, the mother of your child? What would possess you to do something so heinous to the literal mother of your children? Someone who was willing to have a child with. You were starting a family with her. What could be the reason? Maybe we'll find out.
The prosecution case was that McCullagh killed her after discovering messages on her phone that she'd sent to other men.
Listen, man, I want you to understand something. It's a risk that this child might not have been his after finding out, depending on what he found out. There's no reason to go to this extreme. It's never a reason. Just end the relationship. It's simple. Just end it. It's not about love or passions of crime and all that. You are going to jail for life because you found messages. And some of them might not even be extreme, but it might be extreme. I don't know. But ruining your life and ending hers is not the answer to the situation. We don't do that. Well, you had this whole rules to do it. I'm telling you, COVID caused a lonely epidemic in men. And I don't know what's going on, but some wire is not working, even though this happened before then. But I'm noticing a lot more of the psychopathic behavior going on right now.
Trial was told how he concocted an elaborate alibi, including a pre-recorded 6-hour video, which he pretended he was live streaming at the time of the murder. Just after 11:20 this morning, trial judge Mr. Justice McKinney sent the jury to consider their verdict. Just over 2 hours later, the jury of 6 men and 6 women informed the court that they had reached a verdict. When asked what that was, the foreman of the jury replied, "Guilty." The verdict sparked a motion in the courtroom.
I'm glad it was so easy, but It was easy. You lied about doing the stream. You manipulated a video. You're the only person that has a cause that we know of. This was an easy case. Easy shut. Go away for life, weirdo. Get out of here for life. Because we need less people out here like you. And if you liked it, you can leave the stream right now. I don't care. Listen, if you think, oh well, she shouldn't have cheated. You could have just left. You could have just said you could on your own taking care of this child. And if it's yours, it's still your child. Work around it, figure it. You ended her life, then you ended your child's life, potentially your child, and now your life is ruined. You're in prison for the rest of your life. Congratulations, you won the stupid trophy.
Members of Natalie McNally's family and friends in the packed public gallery cheered and applauded. Some knew their feet and punched the air. There was then applause from members of the jury as they left the courtroom. There was also applause and hugs outside the courtroom for members of the prosecution's.
I got a question. It's a serious case. But as an American, I do have a few biases. Same with the wigs. Can y'all explain to me why y'all still do the wigs? Is this like normal, or is it just in this area? What's up with the wigs for? Like, is it like I'm not trying to be disrespectful to your culture. I just want to know what's up with the wigs. I know probably not the best video to ask this question, but this is probably the only Northern Ireland video I'll do for a while, and I might as well just get it out there.
His legal team and the PSI detective who led the investigation. Speaking afterwards, two of Natalie's brothers said she had received justice.
Finally, Natalie, you were an inspirational person. Having you in our lives was a
I know y'all can't see it, but his name is Declan McNally, her brother.
we'll ever have. You would have been an amazing mother to baby Dean. We would love you forever, and we hope you can
It's heartbreaking,
easy.
dude.
I just want to thank everyone from the PSNI, the PPS, the barristers.
This is Neil McNally, her other brother.
Support unit who have helped us through this awful journey.
Stephen McCullagh has spent just over 3 years in prison on remand. He'll now receive a mandatory life sentence, with the minimum tariff to be set at a future hearing.
Well, during 18 days of evidence, the jury at Belfast Crown Court heard Natalie McNally was considering breaking up with Stephen McCullagh, our northern correspondent.
So she was considering breaking up with him anyway. It led to this situation, apparently, in which he said she was cheating on him or texting other men or whatever. Again, I want to reiterate, that is not okay. It is not okay to be jealous lover. This is not a Lifetime movie. These are real effects on real people. And including yourself, you are ruining your own life. Of somewhat crime of passion, afraid of being alone. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a male only in this epidemic video, and let's discuss it and go into detail on it, because it does need to be talked about. And I think we need to talk about it in more of a informative and instructive and better way than the way we have been talking about it. Because it makes no sense that we put ourselves in this situation in which something like this happens in our life, and we just go to the most extreme end of it, till we end a beautiful young lady's life and have their family in shatters. You end a baby's life, and you ruin your life, your family's life, everybody's life ruined just off of a crime of passion or a lonely epidemic of being afraid that somebody will leave you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Shout out to RTE News 61 and everybody else. I do appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this case, and prayers up to the family. She got her justice. I appreciate y'all.